Hey y'all, it's Christy from Teadoddles. Let's try this again for the third time, which y'all wouldn't know anything about unless I told you, right? First, let's say it is time for episode number 56, finally, of Teadoddles Talks, and it's going to be a little bit different today, but I'll talk about that in a minute. First, I'd like to say welcome, new subscribers. Welcome back, subscribers. I'm happy to have you here with me and my maker shenanigans. I do like to do the fabric things, the yarny things, and the DIY things. So you will see a little bit of all of that here on this channel. I do consider this a maker channel. So if you like to make things, you might enjoy it here. Okay, now I need a drink of my coffee, okay? Got my coffee, my carrot mug, and I'm in very much getting ready to plant some things this spring, which we can start planting things sooner than a lot of people because I live in South Georgia, so our cold doesn't last as long as some people's. But it is raining here today. It's been a wet, cold winter here. Okay, we haven't had snow, but we've had a lot of rain, and it's been colder than the past few winters, which I've appreciated because last winter barely had any cold at all. So anyway, this week has been a little bit crazy. My Monday started off quite fabulous with brake problems with my car, which has been an issue, which hopefully will be straightened out soon. It turns out there's a brake line clogged, but the part won't be until Tuesday, so I'm borrowing. My dad has let me use his truck, which is a big old diesel truck. I feel like I'm driving a tank, but I am glad that I have something I can drive. This was also the first full week back to school, so I had morning class and afternoon class, along with all that fun stuff. Yay. So yeah, and then I finished up a t-shirt quilt that should have been finished a long time ago. I finally got it finished. It was a king size t-shirt quilt with fleece backing, very heavy, and I didn't think I was ever going to get finished with it, but it is finished, and it will be the last one I make for the public ever, if unless somebody, I don't see anybody convincing me to do another t-shirt quilt anytime soon. I've made several of them, because I would do one or two a year, kind of to just fill in gaps and extra money, but they are very much a lot of work to do, and I just don't want to do anymore. I have other things I'd rather sew. So that's put this week crazy because my blog post didn't come out Friday. That's supposed to come out Friday. It'll be coming out today. I'm gonna finish it up today. That is the plan anyway, as long as everything cooperates with me. So yeah. So today, instead of doing my segments like I usually do, I'm just gonna kind of go through some stuff briefly because I realized I had originally going to go through everything and do a regular podcast, and I was like, this is way too much to put into one podcast, and I need to break some things into other videos, which I will do. So this is just going to be a general kind of me talking about what's going on and catching y'all up on some end of the month stuff, and I will show you a couple things, and then I will have other videos coming out, okay? So, first thing is, if you are part of the Cozy Murder Mystery Cow, which I have going on the blog and in my Teadoddles Makers Facebook group currently. Today's the last day to share your squares and be entered to win the mini maker bag that I'm giving away each month. I will pull a person from everybody who shares their squares and pull a winner and send you a prize. I do have fabrics picked out, which I'm excited about. I'll show you in just a minute, but the Cozy Murder Mystery Cow is where we read a cozy murder mystery each month, and then I designed a square for us to crochet each month, and it is based on the granny square design. So it's like you're crocheting a granny square, but I put different stitches in there to make it fun. That's basically what it'll be each month. Okay, it's a great way to use up yarn stash, and I'm making 2 each month. You can make 1. It doesn't matter. And then we read the book, and I've really enjoyed the book. Now, there's some people who have been discussing it a bit in the maker group, which I actually have another thing going on in the maker group. So I'm thinking about making a separate Facebook group. I don't know how y'all feel about that, because some people join that group just for the cow, and there's other things going on there. And I don't want anybody to get confused, but I have had someone offer to help moderate the other group, because that was one reason I put them together, because I didn't know how many would participate, and I didn't want to have to moderate 2 Facebook groups, because I am hosting another Facebook group with Crochet Creations by Christy for the Happy Scrappy Yarn Challenge. Although now we've broke it down to just do quarterly, so I only have to deal with that twice this year. Personally, I mean, I'm looking in the group and stuff, but so yeah. That one is the theme for the first 3 months is spring in the Happy Scrappy Yarn Challenge. Those links are always down below for all of the groups. So the other thing I have going on, first, let me show you the fabric for the bag. I'm getting mixed up. I've said some stuff 100 times already. I don't remember what I said and what I didn't say. So this is the fabric I picked out for the Mini Maker bag that will be given away each month in the Murder Mystery Cow, the Cozy Murder Mystery Cow. That will be the same each month, because I picked out fabric that I thought was appropriate for a Cozy Murder Mystery Cow. Okay, so these are fabrics I picked out. First is this one, which I picked it out because it reminded me, number one, of blood spatter. That's pretty terrible, but that's what caught my eye. But if you look more closely, if you look here, you can see that this would fold in half. So it's kind of like those ink blot tests too. So that was why I picked this fabric, okay? And then the other fabric I picked, which these are way bigger than I thought they were going to be, but it's fingerprint fabric. So this is what your Mini Maker bag will be. This will be on the outside and this will be on the inside. I don't know what the banding's going to be yet, but it'll coordinate. So each month I'm going to give away a Mini Maker bag made out of this fabric. So I hope that y'all will enjoy that. You know what? I just thought about something. I may have to order more fabric. I don't know what I was thinking when I ordered this. No, I ordered the right amount of this. I don't think I ordered the right amount of this, which is not good. I've got to go back and look. Okay. Anyway, that's what the bag will be each month. So that's what you're sharing your squares to win that. Plus, we get to talk about the murder mystery. We read, what is it called? New Beginnings or something like that. New Beginnings and Murder? I can't remember the name of it. But somebody, it was a good little book. It had a little romance in it. You know, most of those cozy murder mysteries do. And then it is the beginning of a series. A lot of the books I've picked are the beginning of series. So if you wanted to read more, you can go read more. Now, some people had issues getting the book off Amazon. I didn't know that you can't put a Kindle app on an iPhone, apparently. I didn't know that. And when I looked at it, it makes me glad even more that I don't have iPhones. I'm just saying, I'm a Samsung Android user, okay? It all has to do with the fee that iPhone charges for putting apps and stuff. It's really ridiculous what they do, which is why you don't get as many apps on iPhone as you do some other phones. So I didn't realize that, and I'm sorry if that has affected you, but you can, if you go directly like to Amazon, you can still read your book if you purchase it off of Amazon. If you have Amazon Prime or something like that, you should have an account. So I don't know if you can do it if you don't have an Amazon Prime. I'm not sure about that, but I didn't realize that was going to be an issue, but I know some people have worked around that. So hopefully anybody who wants to participate can find a way to work around that. And I did have somebody ask me about if you could buy the physical book. Most of these you won't be able to buy the physical books because they're just ebooks, okay? There may be some occasionally that I pick that have a physical book, but a lot of these don't have a physical book you can purchase. So, sorry about that too. So, that's my first time doing this. So. Some things to think about if I do it again, right? Anywho, so those are things that are wrapping up. This is the last of the month for them. And then this coming Friday, I will have the new block and book pick for the Cozy Murder Mystery Cow. And today I will have a blog post about the Maker Stash Down. That's the other one I hadn't talked about. The Maker Stash Down going on originally in my Facebook group. This is why I think it's going to be confusing. I'm going to have to separate them out. I'm going to pose a question in the group when I share my blog posts for today. Because the Maker Stash Down is where I'm personally trying to cut my Maker Stash in half. Like everything maker-wise in half. Because I'm going to be moving eventually. And I don't have to move all this stuff, number one. Number two, last year I was supposed to be doing that and it didn't work out. We know how last year went. I feel like I've said this already. But it may just be because I recorded it in the other video. I don't know. So I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself. So in the Maker Stash Down, you're supposed to post your goals for the month and then what you finished at the end of the month. Whether you finished your goals or not, you just share that stuff. It's just a way to encourage us. You know, some goals may take more than 1 month to finish, and that's okay. So you share it each month, and then I'll pick from those people who shared, and I give away a $20 Amazon gift card each month. So that is something else you can participate in. And if one of your goals is to finish the square each month in the cow, that can count for both things. So that's why I don't know if I want to separate that or not. Y'all let me know what y'all think below. If y'all finding that confusing, I think I just need to make an announcement in the group that both things are going on and both people are posting there, because there's some people who participate in both for different reasons. So that people don't get confused, because some people were asking about what the book they were talking about and stuff, okay? So, yeah, I think maybe I need to do that. And there will be some challenges coming up this month. I had said there'd be a couple of challenges each month in the Maker Stash Down, just something fun to interact with the group more. I didn't get to do that in January, but I will be doing that this month. So look out for that. And it's just it'll just be a challenge to help you use more of your stash. It won't be anything it's just a fun thing to do, right? It's not anything you gotta do to participate in that challenge. It's just something to do. So yeah, those are things going on in Facebook groups. I think that's it for that. Now, going on in my Etsy shop, I have some bags finished actually to put in the shop. I just haven't done it yet. I have some Valentine bags started. I just haven't had a chance to finish and take a picture and list everything, but it's coming up. And then I've had several people ask me about the quarterly club. I am still going to do the quarterly club. I thought I would be able to list it this week, but the car trouble thing threw off my whole week and it just didn't happen, okay? It will be there before the end of this week, because I will have bags in the shop before the end of this week. I don't care what happens. Well, I'm going to say I don't care what happens, but, you know. That is the plan. That is the plan currently. So there are more bags coming, and there's some random bag uploads for stuff I've been trying to finish that's just been left over from here and there. There's some Valentine bags. I'm going to show you the mini makers I've got coming for Valentine's. They're cute. They've got this little typewriters with love notes in it, and then they'll have this little heart, and I've got some cute plaid fabric for the top band. It's sitting around here somewhere. So those are coming up, and then I do have some larger Valentine bags and some other little things that'll go, you know, for that. And then I've got just a whole stack of mini maker bags. Some are leftovers from club from last year. Some are just others that I had cut out. And I do have at least one big bag finished, but I have some more that are almost finished that are Valentine themed and otherwise. So it's coming. I just gotta get them finished. And for the people who are still waiting on their little patchwork pouch that they're supposed to get at the end of last year for the club, I am still working on that. I haven't finished it yet. Every weekend, I have goals in mind of what I'm going to do. And there's every weekend of January, there has been something that has come up that has kept me from doing what I was going to do. It's just one thing after another, and I'm tired of it, you know. I'm ready for this to be everywhere. I want to wash all this away. Get away, get away, get away, right? Yeah. So, anywho, that is coming, okay? So there's more stuff coming in the shop, and I am going to be working on, I talked about the little, what do they call it? The yarn cozies. That's what I'm going to call them, yarn cozies for your yarn, the little stretchy fabrics you put around your yarn cakes to hold them together. I'm going to be doing some of those too. Those will be really easy to whip up because I have a lot of leftovers from knit fabrics where I sew clothing, and then I have sometimes I buy half-yard bundles from Girl Charlie just because I don't know. I just do sometimes. I haven't in a long time, but I do. So those are coming up in the shop too, and I'm also going to be working on more yarn bowls, like the rope yarn bowls. I did 2 last year, never got any more done. More fun stuff coming up this month, okay? This is going to be a busy month. I had January to work out some kinks. That's what we do. And now, let's go, okay? Now let's get 2021 started, right? Oh, mercy. That's some coffee. All right, so in my blog post today, you will see what I'm going to be working on for February, personal goals and different stuff like that. And you will see some of what I got done in January. January, I was supposed to be just reorganizing and stuff, which I did. Things are going to look great. I still got some things I got to work out for one reason or another. But it's getting there. So I did get some new yarn, y'all. I'm supposed to be cutting yarn in half, but I have 3 boxes of yarn in here. Let's see. One is where I got a 2 for, or 5 for 10 deal, and there were some things I wanted for projects, right? It's from Line Brand. Line Brand is one of my affiliates, so I do purchase things to do for projects to help promote their yarn, which is what you're supposed to do as an affiliate. And then the next box of yarn is from Line Brand also. It's some of their newer yarns. They've got some fun new yarns, and I got a 30% off coupon in the little wheel thing. So I went ahead and ordered some new ones to try to do my little review where I do a knit and a crochet swatch of each yarn and tell you what I think about it. And I try to do a project with each one eventually to give you a further review, okay? More of those are coming up. And then I got a new affiliate, DMC, which I didn't realize they sold yarn. And I don't remember what I saw that took me there to that website. But, you know, DMC floss, embroidery floss, I knew they did that. They also have embroidery kits and all kinds of things like that on there. But they have yarn. They have these cool little yarn kits. And actually, I'm going to show you a couple of them. But I'm going to do a whole video on it. So I'm not going to show all of them. But the first one I got is, and they are one of my new affiliates now. So this is called Hug This. I thought these were so cute. And this is bigger than I thought it was going to be. But it's a little, the little animal it's a little kitty. It's plush. It's polyester. And then the yarn is acrylic. It's like a number 2, I want to say. I can't remember. It does come with a free pattern because you're supposed to make it. These are knitting patterns. They didn't have crochet patterns. They had knitting patterns. And then you can put it in the arms of the little stuffy and give it as a gift. How cute is that? Now this has got 764 yards of yarn on it. So it's I'm gonna be making a crochet pattern with it. Little blanket. But I thought these were so cute. And I got a 3-pack because if you got a 3-pack, you got a slight discount to buying them singularly. But I'll have a link down below. Y'all can go check it out. So I thought these were really cute. And then I got these Lovey Tops. Because I don't usually buy these because I don't like the characters on it. But they had some fun ones like this narwhal, for example. And it comes with a yarn. And again, it's a knitting pattern. But what's cool about these little tops is they have a little thing to hold a pacifier on the back of them. Oh, that was really cool. So I'll be doing a video over all of this separately to show you all of them. And I'm going to try to work with the yarn a little bit before I talk any more about it. But I got they have like the typical animals, monkey, cat, dog, and stuff. But what I got was, I got a narwhal, I got a dragon, a unicorn, and a triceratops. So, and again, it's a thinner yarn, but I thought those were just super fun. So, if you haven't ever seen them before, you can go check them out. So, what else do I want to talk about? Because I didn't want to make this super long, but I don't want to forget to talk about. Oh, coming up next week. So, I did the last one in 2018. I used to do a segment on my blog called Teadoddles Talks. So, that was the original Teadoddles Talks. But I would interview makers I met on the internet. Like, I'd send them a series of questions, and they'd send it back with pictures and stuff to get to know different makers, okay? And I decided to start that back up this year because I just enjoyed doing that so much. So I had decided to start doing it, and then I was scrolling through Facebook one day, and I came across a post from Willy Nilly Knits. Y'all may know him. He has a YouTube channel as well. He was showing off where he's getting him a little studio set up and stuff to do the stuff he does. And he was talking about maybe starting a blog, or maybe he just needs to be on a blog. And I thought, he's the one I want to interview first. So I sent him a message, and he was interested. So I have all of his questions answered and all of his pictures. I just need to get the blog post put together, which will come out next week. Tuesday is when it's supposed to come out. We'll see if I get everything finished. But yeah, so it's just going to talk about him. I have questions that I ask every maker, and I have some specific to the particular maker I'm interviewing. So if you're interested in doing that, you can email me down below. This is for people who make stuff. I don't care if you have a business or not. I just want to interview makers and people who are creative, right? So yeah, you can message me down below if you would be interested in that. I have some other people in mind I want to interview. I think it's a great way to meet other makers, number one, and number two, promote if they have a small business, to promote that, right? And this is for maker specific businesses, okay? I just want to make sure everybody understands that. So if you sell Avon or you sell Mary Kay or something like that, it's not for that. It is for a maker specific business. Like Willy Nilly Knits, he knits and he teaches people to knit, and he sells his knitwear, and his wife actually dyes yarn, and they also sell coffee that they roast. So that's what I'm talking about, okay? Even if you are a maker of things and you just enjoy making things, but you don't sell them, or you don't have a business doing it, I would be interested in talking to you as well, okay? So if there's somebody you want me to see if they'll let me interview them, you can leave that down below too. So that's something coming up. I'm very excited about it. I love doing these because you always find out interesting things about people that you might not find out otherwise, right? So that is a new segment coming up. It'll be once a month on the blog, and Willy Nilly Knits is the first one up. So next, okay, so next week is supposed to be the watercolor video where I do the watercolors and test out the watercolor pencils, okay? But I forgot to grab that, so hold on just a second. Okay. So like I said, the watercolor pencil thing is coming up this week. I did the candle thing this week. This past week. If you hadn't seen that, I'll put a link down below. You can go check that out. So now I have two options for the next one, okay? So like I said, watercolors is next. And then I'm going to let y'all choose between these two, what y'all want to see after that. And whichever one y'all pick will be the second one, okay? So first up, I have this. This is a quilling kit I got off of Amazon a long time ago. It has two images to do like a ballerina and a peacock, which I'm loving. But this kit has all the paper in it and all the supplies you need for quilling, which is where you make shapes by coiling paper in different ways to do things. That's what quilling is. So I wanted to learn how to do it, and I've never had a chance to do it yet. So that is the first option, to see a video about quilling. And then next, I have the big box of pouring paint from Arteza. So this is individual colors that already have pouring medium in them. Okay? Yeah, there's all kinds of colors in here. There's even some neon colors and some metallic colors right here. There's 32 different colors in here. Actually, there's 32 different pouring acrylic colors, but there's 4 whites and 2 blacks. So, because you tend to put that in with the other colors when you do this. So, I want to try this out, and I have some wooden letters, and I have some concrete, like I have an @ symbol and a pound symbol and an ampersand. I'm quite fond of the ampersand, and you can kind of see mine up there. I have several of them. And then I have some other things that I can do to try to, I want to try it on different surfaces. So if you'd like to see this one next, let me know. So your options for, not this coming week, but the next week, is a quilling or paint pouring. So y'all let me know which one y'all like to see next. We will see both of them eventually, but we're just deciding what we want to see first, right? So that is coming up. I'm excited about this because this is also helping me use some of these supplies that I bought intending to do videos and didn't get a chance to do the videos. And then I get to make things to give as a gift or whatever along the way, which I enjoy. So I did get some new fabric I wanted to show y'all. I just couldn't resist this fabric. It has little pins. Yeah, it was a good price. I said I wasn't going to buy any fabric this year, but I have a fabric mart order coming. But it's only for shop stuff. You know, I'm trying to, I didn't buy, or did I? I don't think I bought any apparel fabric, but I may have bought one thing that was apparel. I have so much apparel fabric. And I'm going to be working on some clothes that I will be sharing with y'all. But that you can see in the blog post for the Maker Stash Down, okay? And then I found some more of this. So I started making a little quilt strips with the ends from the club fabric that I use, because I'm going to make a quilt out of it. In February Club last year, I used the ends of this fabric, which was an outside fabric, for February or March. February or March, I can't remember. Anyway, I didn't have any more of it left because I used it to make the pin cushions that went with it last time. So I was afraid I wasn't going to be able to find any because it was kind of, it wasn't made anymore, but I found some. I was very excited to find some. So now I can do my strip for February for last year. Anyway, so something else I also got in, I'll talk about briefly. Wait, okay, yeah. So I had pre-ordered this already, and I started to cancel it, but I decided to go ahead. It is the Nebula Quilt Along. Put on, this is a block of the month by Jaybird Quilts, but I ordered it through Fat Quarter Shop, okay? And this uses Tula Pink fabrics, so yeah. So what they actually did, this is the quilt making instructions, and I actually have the first 4 months they sent all at once. So yeah, so what you're doing each month is making one of those diamonds, which has a pattern in it, each diamond, you see. So that's what you're supposed to do. So one of my goals this month is going to be to cut out everything, and then I can just sew it as I go along until I get the next 4 months, I guess. I thought they were going to send it month at a time, but anyway. Yeah, I have a bunch of other quilt alongs I gotta finish. I'm gonna be doing little bits at a time and try to get the quilt top at least finished. I don't know that I'll get any tops quilted. That basket up there is full of quilt tops that need to be quilted. So I'll get to that eventually. But having the quilt top finished is good, because then when I get ready to quilt or whatever I want to do, it's already finished. So, is there anything else I want to talk about right now? Well, that's coming up. I can't think of anything else. I'm very excited about this corner over here, which you'll see in my blog post because I got it reorganized. And I can actually get to stuff over there now. There was a bunch of stuff in the floor and stacked up everywhere that was just, it was crazy. It was super crazy. Anywho, let's see. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I've made progress on my knitted scarf. You'll see that in my blog post. I'm not finished with it. And my sweater, I have done both sleeves and the back is done, and I've started on the front. So it's getting there. I didn't get a chance to work on any of my other projects, but I did start a new corner to corner afghan. This is with one of my scrap cakes of homespun. And I had some green and another blue one like this, and I was just going to do that. But I got some yarns. I can show that at least. Let me grab it. Well, I did a 2 for $10 from Land Brand. And I decided I'm going to use these in there instead. This is Nursery and Beach Umbrella. Because I think that that'll make a nice springy kind of blanket for my couch. Because the one I have now is kind of fall wintry. That's a scrap gun I made. I really like having it on the couch. And in the spring and summer, we use AC down here in the south because it gets so hot. So it can be colder in the house and with the AC on. So this will be a lighter blanket though. But I think I'll do this corner, which I already have. Then I'll do this one, and then I've got 2 of each. And then I'll do another one of these, and then this one, and then the other corner will be this. So yeah, that's what I'm planning on doing with that. So that'll be something that I'm hoping to put in one of the cakes each month until it's finished. Of course, that'll take me further along. We'll see how it goes. I might have it in the summer ready, but either way. Yeah. And I want to do some of my goals for this month, or from henceforth, because last month was me trying to get reorganized and get stuff ready. Like I said, we pushing it out. We're pushing out the rest of the madness. So I want to do a pair of socks each month, whether it be knitted or crochet. I haven't learned to knit socks yet, but I want to do that. But it'll be knit or crochet. I think the socks this month will be crocheted. And I will be doing a hat for Hat Not Hate and for the Phoebe Cancer Center in the next town over for me each month. And I want to do a dishcloth each week, actually, because I have plans to make little baskets and stuff for Christmas for each family, because I have a bin full of like older yarn in there that I want to put a bunch of colors together and make a basket, like the scrappy baskets you see, and then fill it with handmade dishcloths and washcloths and other things that I'll be doing, like some of the candles I made and stuff like that for each family. I think that'll be fun. So yeah. Is that enough, y'all? Do you think it's enough? Let's see how much stuff I actually get done this month, okay? And for those of you who are always telling me that I do too much, I probably do more than I should. I know I do, but I like to stay busy. And, oh, did I already say that? I don't remember. I already showed y'all stuff in the shop. I think I did. Y'all, I've recorded several videos, and I keep having to start over, and I started this one over. I don't remember. I think I did do the Etsy shop a bit, okay? But anyway, during the week, I typically will work on stuff for the shop after I come home from school until about 8 o'clock, okay? I eat supper when I come home from afternoon class. I just go ahead and eat and feed my dogs and walk them, and then I get started on other stuff. And about 8 o'clock, I cut it off. I go, and a lot of times I'll do some stretching or something, and I settle down to watch some YouTube, Netflix, blah, 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 whatever I got to go watching. And that's when I knit and crochet. So, oh, I know something else I was working on. Gosh, I started a new sketch for my blog. I'll talk about that in a minute. Let me finish this. So, and I've also been trying to, at least once a week, go do something with either my family, extended family, or a friend. So I am monitoring that. I've been meditating and things like that, and quite enjoy doing that. I don't like meditate for hours or anything like that. 15-20 minutes is about all I can do, but I do enjoy it. It does settle my mind. I do it before bed sometimes. My dog just sneezed. So I am taking care of myself. I just want people to know that. Oh, I will say though that me and keto had to break up. That's the keto diet that I tried. I did it for 2 weeks. I did not lose any weight. As a matter of fact, I gained 3 pounds. And I was constipated, which was no. You can't mess with the poop schedule. Y'all, I'm a regular pooper. I like it to stay that way, okay? It just didn't work for me, okay? So but I don't buy bread anymore for the house. So I did eliminate that. I will have it if I'm eating at somebody else's house occasionally, which I don't do very often. And if I get something to eat out, I might have it, which I do maybe once a week. So I did eliminate that. Now, I do have pasta in the house still, but I try to do that once a week. I don't eat very much of that anymore. So I did eliminate, I guess. I didn't really eliminate it, but it's part way down for me. And I've changed some things with my coffee. I quite like using coconut cream in my coffee, actually. I might mix it with a little bit of some flavored coffee or something, but I didn't have a super sweet coffee before anyway. I just don't enjoy it to be super sweet, but so I did do that, and I actually, like I said, I've been doing my yoga and stuff back again. I'd like to go for a walk every evening, but it just gets dark so soon that I can't do that right now. And it's been raining so much too. It seems like it rains every time I turn around. But I walk my dogs several times a day, so there's that. So I am looking after myself. For those of you who are concerned that I work too much, I will say that I probably, what else am I supposed to be doing? I don't know. I can't just sit and do nothing for too long. I feel unsettled, I guess. I don't know how else to put that. That's weird, right? But I am trying to be more mindful of the fact that I need to go do something outside the house occasionally besides school, because that's just work, more work. So anywho, I just want to say that because I get comments about that sometimes. Send emails. I do appreciate the concern, but I'm okay. I really am. I prefer to have something to do, because when I can't do anything or I have nothing to do, I get a little stir crazy, y'all. Just a little bit. So, yeah. I think that is it for this one. I can't think of anything else. I'll probably think about 10 other things I was going to say after I end this video, because I do it all the time. But there will be another video on another day, right? So y'all remember to have a life lived creatively, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.